When the rubber meets the road, reliability isn't just a feature, it's everything. These 10 mechanical marvels have earned their reputation through decades of performance under pressure, surviving conditions that would leave lesser machines stranded on roadsides. Their owners tell tales not of breakdowns and repairs, but of odometers rolling past 6 digits, with original components still performing flawlessly. Let's explore this list together. But before we start, kindly subscribe to this channel and click share to all the motorcycle enthusiasts that you know. Number 10. The Suzuki Bandit 1250 laughs at maintenance schedules. Introduced in 2007, this machine packs a liquid-cooled 1255cc inline-4 that churns out 98 horsepower and 80 pound-feet of torque without breaking a sweat. So what makes it tick? The engine uses a bulletproof design with oversized bearings and a forged crankshaft that simply refuses to give up. Many owners report clocking over 100,000 miles with just routine oil changes. The secondary gear-driven balancer shaft cancels vibrations that would normally tear lesser engines apart over time. Suzuki's decision to use hydraulic valve adjusters means no fiddling with valve clearances, ever. The wet clutch bathed in oil lasts practically forever, while the 6-speed transmission shifts smoothly even after years of abuse. Now, the Bandit's cooling system deserves special mention. Its high-capacity radiator prevents overheating even in stop-and-go traffic on scorching days. Electrical components are sealed against moisture and vibration, drastically reducing the electrical gremlins that plague other motorcycles. For those who rack up some serious miles, the Bandit's 5-gallon fuel tank and 40-plus mile per gallon efficiency means fewer stops and less strain on components. It's simply built to run and run and run. Shifting gears to another relentless performer. Number 9. Now, nothing screams German engineering quite like BMW's K1300S. This Autobahn missile houses a transversely mounted 1293cc inline-4, producing 175 horsepower and 103 pound-feet of torque. Yet reliability never takes a backseat to performance. The secret lies in BMW's fanatical attention to tolerances. Each engine undergoes testing that would be considered excessive by other manufacturers. The integrated dry sump lubrication system ensures critical engine components receive oil under all conditions, even when cornering at extreme angles or during hard acceleration. BMW's Evo Paralever rear suspension eliminates driveshaft torque reactions that would otherwise stress components throughout the drivetrain. And this translates to fewer failures and longer service life for bearings and universal joints. The K1300S features a sealed, maintenance-free shaft drive system that outperforms chain drives in longevity by thousands of miles. No chain adjustments, no lubrication, just trouble-free power delivery year after year. Electronically controlled fuel injection compensates for atmospheric conditions from sea level to mountain passes, preventing the lean running conditions that damage engines. BMW's diagnostic system catches potential issues before they become failures. These motorcycles regularly surpass 150,000 miles with original engines and transmissions, with documented cases exceeding 200,000 miles. Cruising into American territory with some legendary staying power. Number 8. The Harley-Davidson FXD Dyna Superglide. The Dyna Superglide isn't just a motorcycle, it's a testament to evolutionary engineering. Since 1971, Harley refined this platform until it became nearly unbreakable. The air-cooled 1584cc V-twin delivers modest numbers on paper, 70 horsepower and 78 pound-feet of torque, but delivers them decade after decade. How does it manage such longevity? Start with the engine's massively overbuilt components. The connecting rods could probably survive a nuclear blast. The lower end runs hydraulic lifters that never need adjustment, while push rods actuate valves through rocker arms designed for minimal wear. Milwaukee engineers deliberately understressed this engine. Running at just 5,500 RPM maximum, internal components experience less wear than higher revving machines. The separate 5-speed transmission uses straight-cut gears that resist damage even with ham-fisted shifting. Perhaps most impressive is the Dyna's primary belt drive system. Unlike chain-driven motorcycles requiring frequent adjustment and lubrication, the belt quietly transfers power for 100,000-plus miles before replacement. Japanese engineering excellence awaits our next mechanical marathoner. Number 7. Honda CB1100 revives classic styling but backs it with modern reliability science. Now, beneath its retro exterior beats an air-oil-cooled 1140cc inline-4, generating 89 horsepower and 67 pound-feet of torque. These modest figures mask a crucial fact. This engine runs unstressed, operating well below its potential output to maximize longevity. The CB1100's single overhead cam design reduces complexity compared to DOHC arrangements, resulting in fewer moving parts to potentially fail. Honda engineers incorporated roller bearings at critical points to minimize friction and wear during thousands of hours of operation. Now, what truly sets this motorcycle apart is its bulletproof electronics. The PGM F5 fuel injection system features redundant sensors and fail-safes that keep the engine running even when components begin degrading. Honda's legendary manufacturing tolerances come into play as well. Pistons and cylinders made with clearances measured in microns, reducing wear while maintaining optimal performance. The 5-speed transmission features positive engagement dogs that resist rounding even after hundreds of thousands of shifts. Owners routinely report 80,000 plus miles without major service beyond valve adjustments and fuel changes. The CB1100 simply refuses to quit. Know a rider who deserves trouble-free miles? Like and share with your friends and help them stay informed. Venturing into rugged terrain with our next untiring companion. Number 6. The Honda XR650L. Since 1993, the XR650L has conquered terrain that would destroy lesser dual sports. This resilient machine pairs a simple air-cooled 644cc single-cylinder thumper with bulletproof components designed for abuse. The engine delivers 39 horsepower and 38 pound-feet of torque, modest numbers that hide exceptional durability. The XR650L's reliability stems from deliberate engineering choices. The oversquare engine design, 102mm bore by 82mm stroke, reduces piston speeds and side loading on cylinder walls, dramatically decreasing wear. The oil system features a high-capacity pump and large oil cooler that prevent lubrication breakdown even in extreme heat. Honda's RFVC, that's radial 4-valve combustion head design, uses tubular connecting rods between cam and valves rather than bucket and shim adjusters. This simpler system practically eliminates valve adjustment errors that often lead to engine damage. The physical separation between valve and cam also provides thermal isolation, maintaining proper clearances regardless of temperature. The 5-speed transmission uses widely spaced ratios and overbuilt gears that resist failure even when riders make poor shift decisions under load. The clutch pack contains extra friction plates compared to competitors, distributing wear across more surfaces. Now, perhaps most impressive is the XR's legendary kickstart backup system. When electrical components eventually fail after decades of use, owners simply kick it to life and continue riding. Cruising into custom territory with stealthy Japanese reliability. Number 5. The Yamaha V-Star 650. Now, the V-Star 650 proves that reliability doesn't require excessive displacement or complexity. This middleweight cruiser employs an air-cooled 649cc V-twin, producing 40 horsepower and 37 pound-feet of torque, numbers that ensure mechanical harmony rather than stress. Yamaha engineers made crucial decisions that extend this motorcycle's lifespan well beyond competitors. The engine uses a single overhead cam with roller rockers, dramatically reducing friction compared to sliding interfaces. The connecting rods feature fracture split technology for perfect bearing alignment, preventing uneven wear patterns that eventually destroy engines. The V-Star's 2-valve per-cylinder design represents deliberate simplicity. With fewer moving components in the valve train, there's simply less that can fail. These valves use automotive-style adjusters that maintain proper clearance for tens of thousands of miles between services. Instead of traditional iron liners, cylinders use a special coating that resists wear while dissipating heat more efficiently. This prevents the thermal distortion that leads to compression loss in other engines. Now, the maintenance-free shaft drive eliminates chain-related headaches entirely. The V-Star simply refuses to break, earning cult status among value-conscious riders. Now adventure waits with our next mechanical iron horse. Number 4. The Kawasaki KLR650. For 35 years, the KLR650 has been crossing continents without complaint. This legendary dual sport houses a liquid-cooled 651cc single-cylinder engine, generating 37 horsepower and 39 pound-feet of torque. So what makes it nearly immortal? Mechanical simplicity combined with overbuilt components. The KLR's engine uses a counterbalancer to quell vibrations that would ordinarily destroy bearings and loosen fasteners. Its DOHC design, with 4 valves, provides efficient breathing while maintaining reasonable service intervals. The wet sump lubrication system features an oversized oil capacity of 2.2 quarts, nearly 50% more than competitors, ensuring critical components receive adequate lubrication, even under extreme conditions. Now, Kawasaki engineers chose a gear-driven balancer system rather than chain-driven alternatives, eliminating a common failure point. The water cooling system maintains consistent operating temperatures that prevent the thermal expansion issues plaguing air-cooled engines. The 5-speed transmission uses wide ratios suitable for everything from highway cruising to rock crawling without excessive strain. Documented cases exist of KLRs exceeding 200,000 miles with basic maintenance and occasional valve adjustments. They're the motorcycle equivalent of cockroaches. They'll survive anything. Luxury reliability awaits with our next mechanical masterpiece. Number 3. The Honda Goldwing, the GL1800. Honda's flagship touring machine represents reliability engineering at its zenith. The current GL1800 generation employs a liquid-cooled 1833cc flat 6, producing 125 horsepower and 125 pound-feet of torque. These impressive figures come paired with almost supernatural dependability. The Goldwing's horizontally opposed 6-cylinder configuration balances reciprocating forces inherently, eliminating vibrations that stress components and fasteners over time. The engine architecture also permits perfect primary balance, allowing smoother operation at all RPMs compared to V configurations. Honda's integrated starter generator eliminates the traditional starter motor and its associated failure points. The engine's Unicam valve actuation system uses finger followers with roller bearings rather than bucket and shim adjusters, dramatically reducing friction and wear. The DCT, or dual clutch transmission variants, eliminate the clutch lever entirely, precisely controlling engagement through hydraulic systems that prevent human error from damaging drivetrain components. The traditional manual transmission uses helical cut gears that distribute forces across wider surfaces than straight-cut alternatives. The Goldwing's cooling system features twin radiators with thermostatically controlled fans that maintain precise operating temperatures regardless of ambient conditions or traffic situations. Documented cases exist of Goldwings exceeding 500,000 miles with minimal repairs, some still running their original alternators and starters. Sport touring perfection awaits with our next mechanical marvel. Number 2. The Yamaha FJR1300. Since 2001, the FJR1300 has been devouring continents without mechanical complaint. This sport touring titan houses a liquid-cooled 1298cc inline-4 that generates 146 horsepower and 102 pound-feet of torque without sacrificing longevity. So what makes the FJR nearly indestructible? Start with the engine architecture. Its undersquare design, a 79mm bore by 66.2mm stroke, reduces piston speeds and side loading on cylinder walls compared to oversquare alternatives. This significantly decreases wear rates on rings, cylinders, and bearings. Now, Yamaha's decision to use gear-driven primary drive rather than chains eliminates a common failure point. The connecting rods employ fracture split technology that ensures perfect bearing alignment, preventing uneven wear patterns that eventually destroy lesser engines. The 5-speed transmission, 6-speed in later models, uses helical cut gears with wide engagement surfaces that distribute forces more evenly than straight-cut alternatives. The shaft drive system eliminates chain maintenance entirely, while providing more consistent power delivery. The cooling system deserves special mention. Its high-capacity radiator and thermostatically controlled fan maintain optimal operating temperatures even during prolonged high-speed running or stop-and-go traffic in desert conditions. FJR owners routinely report 200,000-plus miles with only scheduled maintenance. Many engines have been torn down at this mileage, showing minimal wear, suggesting potential lifespans approaching 500,000 miles. Classic simplicity defines our final reliability champion. Number 1. The Royal Enfield Bullet 500 achieves reliability through mechanical simplicity rather than technological advancement. Manufactured continuously since 1931, making it the longest production run in motorcycle history. The modern incarnation houses an air-cooled 499cc single-cylinder, producing 27.2 horsepower and 30.5 pound-feet of torque. So what makes this modest machine the reliability king? Start with its pushrod valve actuation system. Using just one camshaft with pushrods and rocker arms means fewer components that can potentially fail compared to overhead cam designs. The long-stroke architecture, 84mm bore by 90mm stroke, allows the engine to produce useful torque at low RPM, reducing mechanical stress. The wet sump lubrication system features an oversized oil capacity that ensures adequate cooling and lubrication even in extreme conditions. The 5-speed transmission uses widely spaced ratios that prevent excessive shifting, reducing wear on clutch components and gears. Perhaps most significant is the Bullet's deliberately unstressed nature. Operating at just 5,250 RPM maximum, internal components experience dramatically less wear than higher revving alternatives. When components eventually wear out, their simple design means even amateur mechanics can perform repairs, ensuring these machines remain on the road indefinitely. Thanks for watching, Gearheads. Like and subscribe now for more interesting motorcycle-related content. And don't forget to tap on that notification bell to stay informed.